Hey guys, Jason the X here with another review for you, and we're continuing on with our Fansproject's Causality. This is Downforce and Last Chance, or better known as Drag Strip and Dead End. And this guy is probably my least favorite out of the bunch. He, however, is my favorite. So, quick comparison shot. Here they are with Bumblebee. So you get kind of a look. The Generations Deluxe figures are a little bit bigger. But if these guys have been deluxe size, man, the combined mode, well, I don't know if it would have been bigger because a lot of it's dependent more on Motormaster or Diesel's size. So anyway, let's take a look at Downforce here. And there's one reason why I say this guy is my least favorite, because right out of the box, I was following the instructions, and you can't tell here, I put some glue on here, but this part broke. And his transformation is probably the most fiddly, mainly because of the way his legs form. But yeah, if you rotate this just a little bit in the wrong direction, well, I have kind of meat hook hands, it will break. So I've seen a lot of people commenting on that they'll break, so just use some caution. But he has a nice looking race car. I dig it. Formula 1 car. And he doesn't have a lot of kibble. But yeah, certainly a cool little bot. I mean, overall, I love all of these guys. It's just that this guy, I'm just ranking them. But his transformation is very fiddly, and things tend to pop off and fall apart. So let's go ahead and get right to it. See if I can remember all this. Because it's been a while since I got all these guys. So the first thing you want to do is take these parts and just bring them down. Oh, didn't do that. The weapons actually store underneath here in these little tabs on the sides here. So you want to take that and just combine that. And there you got a nice little blaster. And he has the smallest handgun out of the bunch. Or she, depending on the continuity you take in. Anyway, you want to take that part, just kind of get it out of the way for now. This part you want to separate it down the middle, because you're going to need to slide this windshield forward. Now here's where things get a little pain in the assy, because his feet, or her feet, we'll just call it her, are tucked underneath the glass, and when you're transforming him back and forth, you kind of have to slip these underneath, and you just kind of got to get them out there. And I pop them off a lot when I'm trying to get her back to robot mode, but just unfold the legs and fold these wheels down. So I want to take this, I'm going backwards here. Put this piece up and just rotate these in. Go ahead and separate the legs, and there's a little hole here that's going to correspond to a tab that's inside the leg right there. Right in there. So just tab that in. Come on. Now you got to rotate this all the way down because it's on this double joint, so make sure it's all the way down, and there you go. Take the little feet and put them there. Same thing with this side. Go ahead and just bring this down. And there you go. You got that tabbed in. And bring this part down. Now the wheels, they have a little notch here. It's not important to use it now, but you're going to find out later it is very important for the Motormaster combination, because this actually locks the fists. So yeah, that tab goes into one little notch on the wheel, and there you go. That's the most difficult part of the transformation. The rest is pretty easy here. You just bring these down. And here's the part that I'm talking about, because you want to bring this up to bring up the head, and if you go this way, it won't go. Don't even force it a little bit. Rotate it clockwise if you're looking this way, and put it right on her back there. Next, I want to take these and rotate them down. These shoulder pieces, I'll run my camera up a little bit. Straighten out these, and you want to bring these pieces up and bring these pieces back, because they're just going to lay down over her shoulder like that, and these are just going to, well, that way, point straight up. and then you just unfold the fist. So one more time on this side, take this part on this hinge, bring it back, fold it over, this part, rotate it up, bring this down, and bring out the fist. And there you have Downforce in her robot mode. We'll just go ahead and pin her blaster in there. So yeah, nice posability. I love the head sculpt on this character. I love the colors on the face. It's very reminiscent of drag strip. That part, it does not lock. This this headpiece, it doesn't lock. You can easily just push this down and up. So just watch that. So anyway, articulation wise, you do have this little toe joint here, but it doesn't really do anything because nothing back here will move either. The legs are hindered by this part. Unless I can, no, I can't fold that in any more than that. So that's about that's as far as they go back. Of course, you got to twist at the thigh, ball joints at the hips. Nice waist articulation. All these bits up here really do hinder the arm articulation though, because that's as far out as they'll go just because of all this stuff up here. You do have double jointed elbows, but yeah, that. And you do have wrist swivels. Well, not wrist swivels, they're on actual ball joints, so you can get some poses out of this lady here, but she is probably my least favorite of the bunch, just because of reasons. But anyway, now we get the last chance, or, you know, come on, you know, steady. He's a really great figure. I love his car mode. I mean, his car mode probably isn't my favorite, but I like the things that he does. And Fansproject did release a awesome set of stickers for these guys, which I'm probably going to be picking up at some point. But just really, really nice design. And not a lot of kibble underneath, which I really appreciate. And the weapon is underneath here. That's why I did these two, because they're kind of similar. And this thing is kind of error-proof because it's got a little notch there. You just combine that. There you got a little blaster. I like his gun out of the most too. So anyway, and it's a very classic articulation, by the way. You just take this part and rotate it back. Unfold the legs, unpin them. I didn't do something. You actually have to take this tail piece, the back end of the car, and pull it out and bring it up. That'll allow the legs to go all the way down. You just separate them. Now there's a hinge and a ball joint here in the foot. And you just want to separate it from the car body. And unfold this heel spur. Then next you just want to take these parts and unfold them. Now the hands, they fold up very nicely in here. I really like that. They actually pin in to this tab here, and it really locks them in. They tab together as well by this tab. Just want to take that, unfold the arm, bring it down, and that part's going to stay up. And this part you actually want to bring it forward and, wait a minute, I'm doing something wrong here. No, I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay. Make sure the fist twist around, and there you have it. I could have sworn it. No, that's the tab for transformation. What am I thinking here? Anyway, same thing with this arm. You just want to take the fist out of there, straighten it out, bring it down, just around so the ball joint's on the other side. And there you go. Now, the other thing is, it's a little fiddly here, but you want to take this whole chest assembly and bring it, I'm doing something wrong here. Bring it back or you bring it forward? Okay, oh, I'm sorry, you got to bring it back after, because you got to pull this head up, and they don't give you any means to pull this head up, by the way. You just got to get a fingernail in there and tug up. Now, once you've done that, then you can move the chest piece. This thing's making a liar out of me, because there is a moving chest piece part. I'm just trying to see what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, it's right here. You see that? You just push that back. I didn't have the head up far enough. So once you get that back, it keeps the head locked up into position. So you just want to fold down the front of the car, and there's 2 slots here and 2 tabs there. Now, they kind of lock in, but it hinders the waist articulation, so I don't know if you want to do that. But there you have Dead End in his robot mode. And like I said, these guys are very similar but very different, because I like this one better. And you just want to take his blaster and throw it in his hand there. And yeah, not a bad figure. Just for the sake of it, he does have this articulation at the foot, which is very nice. It goes a lot of different directions. The legs will go past a 90 degree due to that single joint there. You got twist at the thighs, ball jointed hips. He does have waist articulation, but like I said, it will be hindered if you just try to lock those in there. And now that I do this, it doesn't really lock in that well. But head's on a nice ball joint. The arms are on a ball joint and a hinge in there. So you get some nice poses out of this guy. Double jointed elbows and a wrist swivel. He doesn't have a ball joint, it's just a swivel. Oops, see? See, I wish that locked down better in there. I feel like I'm doing something wrong on this guy, but yeah. Yep, that kind of popped out a little bit. But yeah, there they are together. Go ahead and bring in the rest of the team here so you can see the smaller bots together. There you have the team all formed up. Get that arm piece in there. So yeah, not too bad. These guys look pretty great together. Albeit there are some pros and cons to each one of them, but hey, I really like what they did here, especially considering these are going to combine with a larger robot. Anyway, that's it for part 2. Tomorrow we'll be releasing part 3 of Diesel and combining these guys into the Motor Squad Military Multiplexer M3 robot. Until next time, guys, I'm Jason the X for SCS Live, powered by Cinelinx.com, and I'll catch you later.